Hey y'all, I'm back with another video. I hate stuff like this because I don't like the whole like crying on camera thing. Because I think it's like, if you got time to cry on camera, you're not really that sad. But I feel like I need to vent. So, remember I told y'all about like my favorite cousin. His mom just passed away like 2 months ago. So we just did that funeral, Been going through those motions or whatever. So I was at work last night and I get phone calls and text messages. The mom texted me and she was like, it's an emergency, call home. And so I'm already still dealing with my aunt thing. So my grandma was calling me, and then my cousin's wife called me. Mind you, it was like 3 o'clock in the morning. I told you I work overnight. So I called my mom and she didn't answer the phone. So I called my grandma and she's like crying. I'm like, what's up? Like, what's wrong? The first thing that's on my mind is like, what's up? What happened to the Avion? That's the first thing that ran through my mind, because they know I'm at work and whatever. But my mom said it was an emergency. I'm like, oh my God, what's going on? Now I work an hour away. I don't think they should have told me before I went home. But my cousin passed away. And like y'all, I don't know. Like when she told me, I just broke down. I was in the stall at work. And I just started crying, and they're like, are you okay? And I'm like, no, like, I'm not. Like, me and his mom were close, but of course she's an adult, so like, she's just my aunt. But this is my cousin. Like, this is somebody that I don't have many male cousins. But he's one of my male cousins that I love. Like, we were so close. Like, he always lived far from us, because they wanted moving from Jersey, and they moved to Kansas. So we would go there. We went there because his mom is my grandma's little sister. So it hit my grandma hard when she passed away, because that's her little sister. She's still here. She doesn't feel like that it should work that way. She shouldn't be the last one here. That's how she feels. So me and him have always been close. Like, he is between me and my brother. I'm 28. He's 29. My brother is 30. He was always in between us. My aunt, and his older sister are the same way. It's my aunt is the youngest, then it's his sister, and then it's my mother is the oldest. So it's like our relationships are still like the same. I'm the baby or whatever the case may be, but me and him have always been close. Like, although he lived outside of the state, I would go visit. Like, none of my other siblings would, because they were like really young. And my older brother, he's just not like that. But me, I'm very family oriented, and I love my cousin. So I will always go visit him. And when he was living in Tennessee, I was the one to go there too. He ended up moving to Virginia, and he got married, and like, I was going out there to go. Well, it was his girlfriend at the time before they got married. And I will go out there to see them, because I love my cousin. It's only like a 4-hour drive to get to Richmond, so it wasn't an issue for me. And I'm used to traveling. My brother was living in North Carolina. I would go out there all the time. Like, I'm like that. So over the past couple years, we got even closer, because we got to be around each other way more. He had kids, and I love his children. I love his wife, and it's weird because, like, he my boyfriend. That my cousin was my boyfriend. That was my man. So and not in that way, but like, he's always been like my protector. Him and my older brother, and I will protect them too. It's always been like that. So like, but I love his wife. His wife that's like, she's my cousin. Like, she is family. Like, I felt like she was so great for him. Like, before this, she was just like, he always dated white girls. Like, that was his niche. But he did live in like the country, so they didn't really have many options. But now he moved to, VA to get his life in order, or whatever the case may be. And then he met a black girl, and he marries her. Of course, she had to hold that down or whatever. Which I think is so sweet. And just the way that they met and all this stuff. But like, I think about like, what hurts me the most is like, I just did this. with his mom. And like, me and him are like this. When I say this, I mean this. Like I said, I don't have many male cousins. The ones that I do like have that are close to me, I don't really like them like that. Like, just to be honest, and I don't really talk to them. But this is some cousin, he didn't even live close to me, but I made sure I went down there to see him at least 4 or 5 times a year. You know, because of work, and I have a kid, and just all this other stuff. And the way he was with my son, like, I loved it. Like, he was like a father figure. Because Davion went to him for protection. You know, like being around him, because my cousin like playing the games with the kids and everything. Like, he was such a good guy. It's so bad because I'm like, why? And I know, like, I don't want nobody looking at it like I'm looking for attention. It's nothing like that. I just need to vent. Because, like, I've been talking to, like, my family and stuff, but I feel like nobody's going to understand my relationship with him. Like, my sister and I know, like, we're really, really close, but they don't know, like, my relationship with my cousin. Like, I really looked at him like a brother. That was, like, my brother. Like, we were that close. And it was just him and his mom and his sister. So now his sister's, like, she's the only one alive out of their immediate family. She lost her mother and brother within a matter of 2 months. And, like, y'all, I'm hurt. I'm hurting so bad. He was such a good guy. He had 2 houses, let's be real. 2 boys, a wife. He worked. His wife works. Like, they were living, like, the kind of American dream. Like, just, you know, it is a black family, which we don't see too often sticking together or anything like that. No infidelity, nothing. Like, I can tell y'all firsthand, my cousin made sure he took care of his wife. I don't play that. All that cheating, I'm not with it. So if he was, and we're that close that he would tell me if anything, he know I would shut that down real quick because I love his wife. Never. When I say never, never. Such a good guy. Such a good guy. Goofy. You know, he's very family oriented since he lived so far from us. You know, when he lived in Kansas, he always loved coming to visit us. So when he visited us, he loves us so freaking much. Like, he just feels like, I don't know, he thinks like we so cool or whatever, because we are. Let's be real. So, like, I don't know, like, I'm very family oriented also, so I like to keep in touch. Like, I feel like, you know, like, he needs us as family, because that's what he been asking me to move to Virginia forever. And I'm like, now I'm not living here. I still don't want to. None of that has changed, but, like, I'm hurting. I'm hurt. Like, that is really, like, one of my favorite, like, you don't get those too often. There's family out there that would trash you as a person. Like, they don't even deal with you like that. But this is one of my cousins that accepted me for who I am. Like, when I told him that I was, you know, that I'm getting the surgery and stuff like that, he was just like, you really gonna do, like, you want to do that? Like, very supportive. He had my back. Like, he, you know, it's new to him, of course. So he's not used to it, because he's not used to, you know, he just used to me being me. He was like, and when I got my, you know, went through the transition, and I started transitioning, and I got my surgery and stuff, he was like, I don't feel like anything's changed. I said, because it hasn't. Like, physical things have changed, but, like, that has nothing to do with you. I'm still me. Nothing has changed. And, like, he dealt with me the long way. And, like, it's so hard, y'all. It's so freaking hard. And then, like, I had to drive home yesterday. Like I said, I work an hour away. So that drive was the longest freaking hour in my life, because I'm trying, like, all I kept hearing in my head was my mom saying, you have a son to come home to, so don't do nothing stupid. Like, I'm not going to do anything, like, kill myself or anything like that. But, like, driving hysterically is not going to work. I can hurt myself. Or, like, I was crying on the way home. Like, I cried real bad at work. You know, my boss pulled me to the side, put me in a room, and let me just cry it out. And then when I was done, like, crying, I'm like, all right, I need to go home. But as I'm driving, like, I would tear up. I would start crying a little bit. But I would try to stop. Like, stop. You have to make it home. Like, you have to make it home. And like when I was talking to his wife, like I was texting his wife because there's no point in me calling her right now because all I'm gonna do is yell and cry and scream on the phone. There's no point. And I'm not gonna be helpful in that sense. So I text her and I'm like, I love you. Like I love y'all. And you know, I'm not gonna tell her I'm here for her because I don't have to say that. That's without saying. She know how I felt about my cousin. She knows how I felt about him. So I don't even have to let her know that I have her back at all. But like, because I know a lot of people say that because it's just the right thing to say. You know, my condolences, sorry for your loss. If you need anything, I'm here. Like everybody says the same thing, but all in all, like I really am literally here because like I'm not gonna like leave his wife high and dry. Like I'm not moving there or anything like that. But like, if she needs my support with anything, I'm gonna, you know, as much as I can, have her back. So I just pulled up to my house. I'm just gonna sit here and continue to talk because I'm not ready to get out the car yet. So I'm gonna have her back, of course. Like that's without saying. So like, it's hard, y'all. When I talked to her, she was just like, I'm still waiting for him to walk in the door. I'm waiting for him to come home. Like, she's like, I need him here. Like, she has to raise 2 boys by herself now. And like, I mean, her family, it's her, she's from Virginia. So all her family is there, granted. But like, still, like, raising 2 boys without their father. And they love their freaking dad. Oh my God, it's ridiculous. And the bad thing about it, he was just here. Today is the 16th. He passed away yesterday on the 15th. He was just here January 1st for New Year's. He was just up here for New Year's. And he wanted to go out with me, but he was downstairs talking and mingling with my freaking brothers. And I'm like, look, I'm trying to go. Like, I'm not trying to be out all night because I don't really go out like that no more. And I left him because I'm like, I'm not doing that. Now, I don't feel bad for leaving. And I don't, like, that doesn't make me feel bad because this was going to happen regardless. Like, so the way that he passed is what was said to me. That he had an aneurysm and he had seizures. So he had a seizure and all this while he was driving. He passed before he even crashed his car. So whether he was home, shopping, sleeping, or whatever, nothing was stopping it from happening. It wasn't like the crash killed him. You understand what I'm saying? It wasn't like he would have had an aneurysm and a seizure and he was going to be fine. Like, that was the cause of death. So, like, because they was doing an investigation or whatever, and then, like, hearing my grandma cry. I hate hearing my grandmother cry. I hate it. She just lost her little sister. And I'm just trying to stay strong, y'all. Like, my son hasn't seen me cry before, ever. And he's 10 years old. In 10 years, almost 11, he has never seen me cry. And, like, I can't hold it back. I'm not. And I'm not going to because he needs to understand, like, I'm vulnerable, so I'm not. Like, I want him to know that I'm a strong person, but I do want him to know that, like, I'm not unbreakable. I just wanted to come because I wanted to vent. I wanted to express myself. I wanted to be able to talk without, you know, being looked at or feeling like, you know, I can't say what I want to say, or I don't know. I just wanted to get it off my chest. I'm hurting so bad, y'all. It hurts. I want to cry, like, really, really, really bad. But, like, what's the point of doing that on camera? You're not going to understand what I'm saying. I just want to get my point across. And I want y'all to understand where I'm coming from. Like, this shit is... I know it happens. I know death comes. But, like, my cousin was 29. 29 years old. Like, that's not something you expect. You try to expect the unexpected. Everybody wants old age to be the reason that a person passes away. Not because of something like this. Like, he was so young and, like, it's just so many things. Like, I don't feel like I missed anything now. Like, I don't feel like I didn't get to say what I wanted to say. You know that, like, that happens a lot when people pass away. They're like, I never got to say that I love them. I always tell my cousin I love him. Like, he with our family, we don't say it all the time. Like, with him, I do because I don't see him as often. But, like, my immediate family, like, people that live in my house, we don't say I love you all the time. But that's just because we know. It is nice to hear sometimes, but we know we love each other. I don't ever have to question my family's love for me, ever. And I've never had to. You understand? Well, when I was younger, because I always felt like I was that, excuse me, that oddball child, because I was the middle kid. But that's just my syndrome kicking in. Let's be real. But this is tough. This is one of them. Like, I wasn't even done with my aunt. Like, I still think about that now. And it sat right on top of it. And you know what's so crazy? I just texted my friends in the group chat that I told y'all guys about. And I just told them, like, I'm so happy, y'all. Like, I've been so happy for the past couple days. I don't know what's going on, but I am, like, great spirits. I get, like, these little bursts of joy back to back. And, like, I just smile so much. I'm nicer to people. Like, I feel like it was so many positive things. I'm not saying that this stops me from being nice or humble or anything of the sort, but this is gonna take time, and this hurts. I don't want to curse and stuff like that. Not that I'm even worried about the monetization. I'm really not, but like, it hurts, y'all. I'm just not understanding. Like, I don't know. I'm that kind of person where I'm like, I hate people take pictures crying. Like, if you could take a picture and post it on social media, what's the point? Then you're not that upset. But then again, like, I can't say that because people grieve differently. Some people want a lot of people to come to they want the attention, and attention will keep their mind off of hurting. So I'm not even going to say that. I'm going to take that all back. Just disregard that last part. Because everybody grieves differently. Now I truly understand, because when I got home, I went to sleep because I was like, I'm going to go to sleep. And I woke up and I'm like, why do I feel upset? What's wrong? I don't know. It didn't register. Because you're just waking up, you're not all there. And I'm like, what's wrong? And I'm like, oh my God, that really happened. My cousin really died. Like, he really passed away. Like, that literally just happened. And like, Davion was there. He was standing. I'm like, Chris died. And he's like, Chris did? I'm like, yeah. He was like, looking at me. He just stared. He just stood there and like stared for a little bit. And then he was like, I'm about to go to school. And when he left, I'm like, why did I tell him that? Like, about to go to school, why did I even express that to him? Like, what was the point of me telling him that right now, at least? Because he didn't know, because everybody was asleep when I found out it was 3 o'clock in the morning, because I'm at work and I don't go on my lunch until 3. So I was getting calls and stuff, and I called his wife back and she didn't answer the phone. And my grandma told me, she put my mom on the phone. My mom was like, you have to calm down, because I'm like, I can't breathe, Mom. I was like, I cannot breathe. I was like, Mom, I can't do this again. Like, we just did this. We literally just did this. And I have to go and do this again. Like, I just went to my other job. The one I quit. They gave me a leave of absence before this. I was going up there to go give them my paper so I can go back to work. So I can work both jobs to get my hustle on. And I'm like, my cousin just passed away. Like, I don't, like, what am I supposed to do? And they're like, you can just take another person on. I'm like, I'm gonna need to. I can't come back now. Like, I don't know what the arrangements are for the funeral. Like, that's the drive. I gotta go down there. I don't know how this is gonna work. I need time. So, I'm gonna figure this out. I have to figure, just keep in touch with his wife and find out what's going on. And then another thing, like, I don't normally, like, when certain things happen like this, people stop, like, family starts to break apart because, like if a great grandma dies, usually people don't come over because the great grandma's not there. But I'm still gonna go see his wife and my 2 little cousins. I'm definitely still gonna do that. Like, I'm still going to go after as I was. Nothing is going to change for me. It's just gonna be very, very, very awkward at first, and it's gonna be very, like, different because I'm so used to, like, I'm so used to him being there, and it's so bad. I'm so used to him. I'm not, how is that going to be? Like, I'm going to miss, like, when I go there, like, because his wife works overnight, and he usually works in the morning. So, like, when she's at work and stuff like that, and he's downstairs, he's like, me, I'm going to go downstairs and kick it and watch movies or go outside and sit and maybe smoke or talk, just chill. Like, we had a relationship. It's not like I just went there and, like, I rarely talked to him. It wasn't like that. Like, I loved I love my cousin so much. Like, it's crazy. It's so crazy. Like, he used to get on my nerves when we were younger because he was so freaking stingy with his stuff because he's the baby, of course. So he didn't like sharing. I'm not used to that because I'm the middle child. So you won't give me your stuff. If my older brother not giving it to me, I'm going to take it from my younger siblings. That's how it worked. So me and him used to go through that all the time. We used to go argue back and forth all the time. Like, I wanted to punch him in his face so many times. But love lost? Please, not at all. Like, nothing happened over the last couple years besides our relationship growing stronger and stronger than what it was already. Nothing has severed, I meant, at all. Everything's been the same or better. I was at his wedding, his kids' parties. Like, I'm the only one who was going down to visit him. I was the only one. Now my mom and them are going down there. My siblings have gone down there. One of our other cousins that lives in he's in Virginia now, but he was in Tennessee. He just came up here to visit us. Like, bringing the family together. Like, this is just what I do. I like to keep in touch with everybody because our family is not crazy big. And if even if it is, our family is kind of big, but we don't talk to everybody. So I feel like the immediate and people that do mess with each other. Now, the backstory: my grandmother and my aunt, her little sister, they both date black people. That's me, of whatever. So they were kind of pushed out of their family. They were like the black sheep of the family and whatever, so have you. So they pretty much built their own. My grandma started her own family. My grandma has great grandkids. She has great grandchildren. And she's okay with this. She can stick with just us. So that's kind of, and my aunt was the same way. So she was always my favorite aunt. Despite my mother's sister. My mother's sister is my only aunt on my mom's side, like, to be honest. So I'm talking about my grandma's sister. She was one of my favorite people because first of all, she had my favorite cousin. Second of all, she was so fun, loving, dance. She was 65, I believe. My grandma's 67, I think. So yeah, they're like 2 years apart or something like that. I don't know their ages. Once after a certain age, you stop counting. So they're not that far in age. But she was always my favorite because of course, I will go visit her and I will stay with them for like the summer. And crap like that. And then when he moved to Virginia, I'm like, oh, it's nothing. I'm grown now. I'm an adult. I could drive myself. So I would go down there all the time because it's nothing but a ride for me. And I would take my, of course, Davion loves his cousins. He loved Chris. Loved Jazz because they're so sweet. Both of them. Like, I love their presence. I love being around them because they are so great. And, I don't know. The baby's got to get over. They don't even know. They don't even really realize their grandma's, death that much. They know that she's not around. They missing her. But a father, this is going to ride forever. Back to back. And it's back to back. Sorry, my phone about to die. I don't know, y'all. Alright, y'all. I'm going to go in the house. I vented. I got it off my chest. I got to talk. I got to say what I like to say. I don't know. Maybe I'll speak at, his funeral or celebration. And then my brother wrote me, and he was like, he wrote me on Facebook and was like, hold your head strong. Because everybody knows how close me and him were. They already know that, that was my brother. They already know that was me. Everybody knows how close, everybody, we all love him, but everybody knows how close me and him are. So he was just he wants us to celebrate. He's going to want us to celebrate. He wouldn't want anything else. That made me break down so much because that's just how he is. For his mom's funeral, it wasn't sad. It was sad. Of course we cried when they were showing all the old pictures and stuff like that. That was very sad. That's when I was crying the most. But we laughed and had fun. We enjoyed each other's company. And crap like that. So that's what he's going to want. Of course. He's definitely going to want that. And he's not going to want me over here whining and crying. But I'm going to, so he needs to get over it. He's going to have to fight me. Simple. I just really want him to come to me in my dreams. Because I got stuff I want to say to him. I want to hug him. I want to tell him I love him. And I'm a strong believer in, like, when it comes to you in your dreams, that's them. Like, I don't think about no I feel like that's them coming to visit you, especially when they pass. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want that. I want to see him again. Y'all, I'm gonna go, because I'm just gonna keep crying. This video probably already 5 years long, but I want to see my cousin again. Thanks y'all for listening. Thank y'all so much. I really appreciate everything. I appreciate y'all being here. I appreciate y'all listening, watching this, you know, even though it's very sad, like, whatever, but I appreciate it, because I feel like I got to vent. I do. I feel like I got it off my chest, but I'm still sad, y'all. But love y'all. Thank y'all so much for the support and everything. I'm not editing nothing. I'm just gonna put it up, of course. So love y'all. Bye.